Okay, on today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to spool braid onto a bait casting reel. And the things we'll be using for that is a portable line spooling station. They come like this size, or you can get a compact one that you can put on your boat. It's got a sticky pad here. Stick it on the side of your boat. You can spool a line up while you're on the water. But the one I'm using today is this big portable one. You put your reel in the reel seat here. Your spool of line will go on this tension bar. You got the two springs you tighten up, put tension on this, so it'll keep your line tight on your reel. Now, before you put braid on a bait caster, you have got to put a backer on it. And what I mean by that is, just put something on the reel before the braid. Like, I'll be using monofilament line. I've got this Berkeley 12-pound test. That's what I got on hand. You can use lighter line, but that's just all I had laying here right with me right at this moment. So with that, you will have to tie a double overhand knot on the line on the spool. Sometimes these spools come with these holes in it where you thread the line through, tie a knot, whatever, but I don't like doing that. I actually like just wrapping around the spool and tying a double hand knot on there. But that's all preference, how you want to do it. Now, when you got everything set up, all you do, you got your knot on there, you just reel, and it'll come off the spool. You don't have to hold tension on it. It's doing it for you, because you know how it was when we were kids. You're holding that fishing line with a pencil like this, getting your fingers burnt off while your dad or your grandpa is spooling up the reel. Yeah, those days are over. But yeah, what I do is I put just enough line on there to cover the spool. All right, I'm getting ready to put, after I put the backer on there, I'm getting ready to put this braid, this Berkeley X5 braid. Now the reason why I'm putting that on is I'm going to be using it for like thick cover, like grass and stumps, really heavy structure. And it also helps with like throwing big swim baits, topwater frogs, topwater buzz baits, stuff like that. Just so I can really horse them fish in. And whenever I tied that onto this mono, I tied it with a uni knot. See that right there? It was braid to mono knot. If you want, I can show you a video on how to do that. And whenever you tie them together, all you do is pull these, cinch it up, and it'll tighten it up for you. Cinches it up. I don't know if you can see that. And then whenever you do that, just kind of cut the tag ends off. Just like that. And now you just reel. Feed the line on. And the key to this is, you see how the spool on this reel, when you turn the handle, it's spinning the opposite way of the way you're turning the handle. And I like to run my line off the spool the way it towards it, like, see how it's coming off the spool forward towards the reel. You know, when you're reeling it and it's going above the spool, not under it, reel it towards the reel, because it's the reel spinning backwards, or the spool spinning backwards, so it'll spool it on there the same way it's coming off of that reel. And the reason for that is it'll keep you from getting line twist every time you cast, wind knots. It just helps with doing that. And it doesn't, braid usually don't hold memory, but if you're doing mono, for sure, mono sometimes holds memory. And that could be a big deal. And the last thing you want to do is put line on there the wrong way, and then it's got memory behind it, and every time you cast, you're getting knots in the line, or say you're casting into the wind, it's just going to do wind knots on you. I like to call them wind knots. And you just spool it up till on these spools, you see that little lip right there? I like to reel maybe a 1/16 to the top of that. Don't over spool your reel, because that can create a problem too when you cast. It'll just spool out weird, and can also, you know, get a bird's nest because you got so much line on there. But yeah, just reel it up to that right there, maybe a 1/16 to the top of that spool. And that's pretty much it. That's how you spool a bait casting reel. And I can make a video for you guys if you want to know how to do the double uni knot, braid to mono. Just leave me a comment and I can make a separate video about that. If you want to see something like that, just let me know. But yeah, that's how you spool a reel up.